Hello! So, you'd like to light the hot tub? No problems at all. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you very quickly how the hot tub is lit and all the ways of adjusting and controlling it. So first of all, this is the hot tub burner. It's currently empty and ready to go. I've also emptied all of the ash out of the bottom, so it's completely empty and prepared. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to put in a bit of firelighter. Probably roughly this size is more than enough. You can use more, but it'll just burn through quickly and then you'll end up spending more money. So this roughly should get you going, but if you are worried, 2 pieces should be more than enough to get you going in any case. So I'm going to use 2 for the moment. Just pop them in, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some small sticks like this called kindling. That will allow you to get it going. So you're going to stack them up with a bit of air underneath them to allow some of the air to move around, and you want to make a nice little sort of teepee or pyramid in the middle with the firelighters at the bottom and the sticks and everything else stacked up above it, so it's all set up like that. So that would be how you would lay in the fire to start with. You'd then pop a match to it and the fire could be lit from there. Now, just to make your life a little bit easier, what I'd always do before you light it for the first time is I would introduce a slightly bigger log, something about this size, and I would put that over the top. The idea here is that when you light the firelighter, it will burn onto the kindling will catch fire, and the kindling will set the log on fire. And once that's going, I'm going to add a second one just here. There we go. Oh. There we go. Once that's all set up, you put a match to it and the whole thing should get going. Right, so you'll find your lighter in the tent. Just give it a couple of seconds to get burning. And there you go. Should start to see the fire just lighting up now. And as you can see, the flames will move through the kindling and it will start to burn the log underneath. So while that's starting up, I'll tell you how to control it. So once you're lit, you're going to want to shut the door over. And you can see down here at the bottom, you've got this little vent system. Closed would slow it down and backs it off. That's great for when the hot tub's up to temperature and you're not quite ready to get into it. So you can shut the vents, slow the fire down, and then you can wait for it. We'd always recommend, if the tub is up to 38 degrees, to shut the vents if you're not getting into it immediately. With the vents in the open position, like this, then that is full throttle. So it's allowing air into the mix and the burner will start to get going and that will help it to burn. Now, because I've only just lit this, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to leave it open like that, and I'm also going to open the bottom just a little bit, maybe 2 inches, no more. That allows some extra air to be drawn in underneath and helps the burner to really get going. After about 10 minutes, it should be going anyway, and you can close the bottom up, otherwise you're letting all the heat out of the box and it's not going in to heat the hot tub up. Okay, so I reckon at this point we've been burning about 3 or 4 minutes, maybe 5 minutes at the most. And as you can see, this is properly going at this point. So this is the point where you want to pile in wood and really get it going. You'll be able to shut the base up with the wood piled in, close the door, and it would all be well and ready to go and it would burn up properly. I'm not going to pile any wood in at the moment because we actually haven't got any guests coming in today, so there's no need for me to light it. I'm just doing it for you guys for the video. So, any issues with that, just give us a shout and we can talk you it through and hopefully it'll help. Final tips, if you want to take any temperature out of the hot tub, the best thing to do is to take the lid off and to close the vents on the fire so that it's all cooling down. If it's still getting hotter, as a last resort, you can always use the hose pipe to add some extra cold water to the tank as an emergency feature. And please remember, do take the temperature probe out of the hot tub whenever you're heating it up. The reason for this is the top gets very warm and the glue can actually melt on the back of the thermometer, stopping it from working over time. You just need to use your paddle to give it a good stir, mix the temperature round, and then pop your temperature probe in, and that will allow you to know what temperature your hot tub is up to. Okay, any problems, as I say, just give us a shout. Thanks.